What we got planned for today, then?
Oh, I thought I'd take a run over to Heswell.
Where? Oh, Hessel. Oh.
Look up a couple of cousins.
What time we setting off?
Well, then, you think that's a very good idea? I mean, Alf was not too pleased about you coming with me yesterday, now.
No, well, that's 'cause Sally were off. What time were you thinking of going?
Sooner the better. Find a little pub along the way.
Oh, yeah.
I've just had Kevin in. Sally's gone down with flu now.
Oh, poor kid, I'm sorry.
You're not more sorry than I am, believe me. So, soon you can get down there, eh?
Me?
Well, there's nobody else to help us, is there?
Well, we're planning to go to the Wirral with Malcolm.
Well, Malcolm will just have to find his own way, won't he? Anyway, I can't stop. I've dropped the latch when I came out. Soon as you can,
Yes.
eh?
Oh, I'm sorry, love.
Well, I don't have to go right now. Maybe you can get a couple of hours off this afternoon.
Oh, pigs might fly, I know.
Blooming heck, Vera, you're an early bird, aren't you? Oh, sure.
Yeah, I believe you're trying to get in touch with us last night.
Yes, I did try ringing, but your babysitter said you were out.
Yeah, we've gone and took pictures. So what's the problem?
No problem. In fact, I doubt if it would even be important. Well, not to you anyway.
Well, it wasn't.
The fact that I know why Audrey went to Canada, Brian. And no fairy stories this time. I've got to know the real reason.
I see. So who told you?
Malcolm did. Well, he let it slip more like. You see, he assumed, Brian, that I knew why she went airing off to Canada in such a hurry, and the fact she got that lad over there. He assumed that I knew because he thought I was family. Just shows how wrong he was, doesn't it?
All right, Mum, so he didn't tell you.
You told me a pack of lies, Brian. All that rubbish about her having a poorly sister. Look, I am not mouth almighty like Vera Duckworth, you know. I want to breathe the word to a living soul. Comes to something when you can't trust your own mother, doesn't it?
Oh, it wasn't like that, Mum. Kel kept it quiet for Audrey's sake. She thought it was bad enough that she was born alongside a blanket. I mean, if folk knew that Audrey had a son and all, I mean, what would they reckon to her then, eh?
Well, it just shows how far off at mark she was, wouldn't it? I mean, I've heard of people making a mistake, but she seems to have made a career of it.
There you go. Gail was right, wasn't she?
Eh?
That's exactly why she didn't tell you, because she knew how you'd take it. Just go wading in with all guns blazing. I mean, that's all she needed. It was a big shock to her as well, you know, Mum.
I still think you could have told me, Brian.
Look, all right. Maybe we were wrong. The most important thing now is that it goes no further, for everybody's sake. All right?
Yes, poor kid.
Oh, I am sorry. I missed her as soon as I came in. But it makes all the difference to be greeted by a smiling face in the morning, doesn't it?
Not very much.
Oh, I didn't mean that you're not. That's not what I meant.
I know what you meant, maybe. Don't worry.
Do you think you could put that lot together for me and I'll pick it all up later?
Yes,
Well,
of
no need
course
to pick
we
it up,
can.
love. I'll drop it in later. Tea time, all right?
Oh, fine, thanks. There are a couple of things I'd like to take with me.
Oh, well, help yourself.
Well, I haven't got a digestive biscuit in the house, and I doubt I'd ever hear the last of it if Mr. Sugden had to have his morning coffee without one.
Oh, has he decided then when he's coming back?
Oh, he's already back. He arrived at 9 o'clock this morning, to be precise.
9 o'clock? What about all his furniture?
Oh, he doesn't have to get that out till the end of the month, so he only had to bring himself.
Oh.
Better get those digestives before he comes looking for me.
Well, I wish you luck. I think you might need
All
it.
right, ta-ra. You weren't planning on using the car this afternoon, were you, Al?
Not as far as I know, love. Hey, listen, Audrey, if you're thinking of sloping off, you can see how I'm fixed.
Now, calm down. It's not for me.
Hey?
It's for Malcolm.
Malcolm?
Yes, he wants to go and visit these relatives in Haswell.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, the answer's no. I might need the car myself.
I see. Well, you better tell him then, hadn't you?
Ish, tell him.
That he can't have the car after all.
Well, I never said he could in the first place.
I did. I said you dropped the keys off this afternoon.
Morning. All right.
Me and you must have a serious chat when I get half a chance.
Yeah?
I want to know how you managed to slip the leash.
What?
You, over here, enjoying yourself. Your missus 3,000 miles away. How the hell do you manage it?
The missus?
Aye, Audrey's sister. The one she went to look after, you know.
Oh, right.
Because if I fancy a drink down at the Drover's Arms, our Vera wants to know what flipping game I'm playing.
Hey. Hello.
Didn't expect to see you today. I thought you were having a sandwich at work.
I have. Just wanted a quick word.
What's up?
My mum's been talking to Malcolm. She knows the whole story, why Audrey went to Canada, all about your Steve and the whole lot.
Well, she didn't waste much time getting to work on him, did she?
It wasn't like that, love. Malcolm just assumed she knew.
So now I suppose the whole factory knows. I mean, the whole street.
She won't tell anybody. I know she won't. She's just upset. Upset we didn't tell her at the time.
We didn't tell her, Brian, because it's none of her business. And as far as I'm concerned, it still isn't. He seems a nice enough bloke, this Malcolm.
Oh, he is, yeah.
What line's he in, then?
The same as ours, at least he started that way, and he wrote, he's got 3 supermarkets.
Oh. Hi, Kev. Yeah, what you want?
Just half, please, love.
And how's the invalid, then?
Ah, she'll live, I reckon. Feeling pretty sorry for herself at the moment, now.
Right, there you go, love.
Oh, lovely. Cheers.
And you're home, Sim.
I was with Vera, that's if ever she comes back.
Don't mind if I take the weight off my feet. They've hardly touched the ground all morning. Do you know, been stuck behind that counter since the crack of dawn, or it seems that way, any road. I was planning to go to the Wirral with Malcolm to visit some of his relatives. Well, our relatives, I suppose I should have said.
That's with Malcolm being married to your sister, like.
Right.
That's the one you went to Canada to look after.
Right.
Wrong.
Huh?
There was no sister, Audrey. I know exactly why you went to Canada and who you went to look after. So you can stop lying to me.
You don't need to rush back.
Stopping the rovers, could I not, with Ivy Tilsley there?
Ivy Tilsley, why? What's she been up to?
She knows, Alf.
She knows?
The real reason I went to Canada, all about Steve and the lot. Apparently she's been talking to Malcolm.
Flipping Malcolm.
Oh, come on. It's just as much her fault as it is his. I mean, none of this would have happened if she hadn't stuck her oar in.
Yeah, none of this would have happened if he hadn't come over here in the first place, would it? The minute he stepped off that plane, I knew he was bothered.
What are you doing here? I thought you were going to Rovers with girls.
I did, but I went and bumped into Audrey, didn't I? Oh, love, I had to go and open my big fat mouth, didn't I? Tell her I knew why she went to Canada, all about this lad of hers. She gave me a right mouthful. She'd have been none of my business. She'd made me feel about that big. Love, I have to ask you, why should I feel bad when I've done nothing to be ashamed of? I mean, if only they'd have trusted me in the first place.
Yeah, I know, love, but be honest. If you were in Gail's position, would you want to go shouting it from the rooftops that your mum had had 2 kids, not wrong side at Blanket? I mean, what does that make Audrey?
That's what Brian said.
Yeah, well, your Brian happens to be right. When you think about it, I mean, it's no wonder they're flaming touchy.
Oh, that'd be Vera who knew where I disappeared to. I had to talk to somebody, love.
Yeah, I know. Now, just forget about it, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see you tonight.
See you tonight, lovey. Thanks.
Right.
Oh, it's you. Well,
Yeah, that's right. I believe you want these.
oh, yeah, thanks. I guess there's no chance of Audrey coming with me, is it?
Oh, no chance.
That's what I thought. Oh, Alf, look, there's something I wanted to mention to you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it's just that since I've been here, you and Audrey have been so good to me. I'd like to do something.
I think you've done enough already.
What?
Oh, forget it.
Well, I was about to say, to show my appreciation. Now, look, you know this Blackpool trip?
Yeah, what about it?
I'm going to book us on it. The 3 of us. You, Audrey, and me will have a day to remember.
Oh, now, hang on.
Now, look, Alf, it won't cost you a penny. I'll pick up the tab for the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Malcolm. There's no way I can take a day off to go to Blackpool. Not with all the stock taking do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back.
Hey, you. Come on, enough of that.
Can we go to the park? No, we're going to Granny Audrey's for tea. Can we go to the park first? No. Get him in the van, will you? I'll just finish off here.
Come on, all aboard then. Gail, if we do happen to bump into Mum, just try and look at it from her point of view, eh?
More coffee?
Eh?
Do you want some more coffee, or can I start to clear away now?
No, no, thanks, love. Ooh, I was miles away then.
No, you weren't. You're at the other end of the street.
Yes. And I still think they could have trusted me.
Look, love, for what it's worth, so do I. But it's all history now, isn't it? I mean, it's not going to change the course of our lives, is it?
No, you're right.
Right. So let's forget all about it, eh?
Do you know what's been the best thing to come out of all this business?
Go on, go on.
Having you here.
Me?
Yeah, you. Somebody to listen to me, talk to me, share my problems with. I don't know what I'd have done if you hadn't been here, love. I mean, I can't tell Vera, and I can hardly turn to our Brian, can I? Thanks, love.
Don't be daft. What do you think we got married for?
Oh. Oh,
What did we get married for? Among other things.
I tell you what, why don't we put our glad rags on and go out on the town?
No, love, if it's all right with you, I'd rather have a quiet night in and put my feet up.
That's what I just said. A quiet night in, just the two of us. And anybody who mentions Audrey, Gail or Brian gets her tongue cut out.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'll get...
I suppose Brian's right. I mean, if I'd have been in Ivy's shoes, I'd have felt just the same. Can I go and see Granny Ivy?
They say walls have ears, little lads have bigger ones. Not just now, lovey, no, 'cause she's busy. Why don't you go and play outside now? There's one of your balls under the sink you left it here before. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, and mind the windows.
Oh.
I will.
Do you know, you forget how quickly they grow up, don't you?
You do. And that was as sharp as a tack.
Well, here's a little lady who won't be telling any tales, will you, my love? Go on, give us a cuddle. I still think if Ivy Tilsey kept her nose out of other people's business, we'd be a lot better off.
Yeah. If Malcolm hadn't turned up again, she wouldn't have bothered again. Not that she believed that poorly sister story for 1 minute.
Oh, I see. So it's all Malcolm's fault now, is it?
I never said that. I just said Malcolm turning up hasn't helped. Come to think of it, why did he turn up the way he did? I mean, why didn't he bring Stephen with him?
Oh, come on. Stephen couldn't get time off, could he? Not just now. I mean, not after all the time off he had when he were poorly.
So why has Malcolm come?
Oh, well, there's no law against it, is there? I mean, it's just to come to look up one or two relatives, hasn't it?
Well, I still don't see why he has to come home in and on you.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Gail, look, all I did was offer to put the fella up while he was over here. I mean, that's the least I could do after all he did for me in Canada. Now, could we change the subject, please? I've heard enough about it from Alf. Thank you very much.
You know, Percy, I don't know anyone who can make half a bitter last as long.
Same again. No, well, go on, I'll just have half. I better get off then.
2 hours, please, Glory.
Right, then. You two not on the coach trip, then?
Well, not as yet, but I'm sure at some point I'll be getting my arm twisted. What about you, Alf? Are you going?
No chance. I'm up to my eyes in stock taking. We both are, both Audrey and me.
Oh, I reckon it's going to be news to her.
Hey?
Well, she's down to go on the Blackpool trip, isn't she? Malcolm come in and put both the names down just before closing this afternoon.
Yes, who have we got?